So anyway, guys, this will be the last time you see me dressed like this. I'm about to head out with my daughter. We're gonna go do something fun today. Um, I think we're going to Target or somewhere. She wants to go shopping. So anyway, you guys, I just had a whole 30-minute conversation with my mom as well, and she made me feel better. I was telling her about my ex and everything that was going on, and we just had a full-blown conversation. My mom just basically said, she said, Sherelle, I'm glad that you and him are not together. She was like, he wasn't for you. She said, I saw that the first time you brought him home. And then we just had a full conversation. I said, Mom, like, how do I move past this? And she was just telling me, things to do. And she said, I wouldn't even give it a second thought. She was like, who cares if he has a new girlfriend? Who cares if you see them out? She was like, you made the right decision. She was like, when I was your age and I was dating people and things went left, she said, I didn't cry about it. I just moved on. She was like, because I know that God had better for me. She was like, the first man that I knew was sent from God was your father. She said, your dad was sent from God. I knew it. And that's why the other relationships didn't work out. But she was like, you have to live and learn. She was like, I knew you were making some mistakes when you moved in with him, but I didn't say anything. I just let you make it so that God could pick you back up and rebuild you. She was like, you just have to make better decisions. But she was like, you live and you learn. She was like, I wouldn't even give it a second thought. She was like, just don't even talk about it. Don't think about it. She was like, you made the right decision. So needless to say, my mom was right. She said, all you did was argue, Sherelle. You weren't happy. You were just in an all around bad situation. He brought out the worst sides of you. She said, and you were always so angry. And so when I thought about it, my mom is right. And I'm not going to talk about my ex on here anymore. I will heal in private when it comes to that situation, but I'm not going to think about it anymore. My mom is completely right. I have to move on with my life. I have to move forward. I can't stress over the things I can't control. So, yes, I'm no longer going to talk about the situation with my ex on this channel because I am trying to heal. And I just don't think I need to talk about it anymore. My mom is right. Even if I see him in public, who cares? Even if I see something about him, who cares? Like, I just have to move on with my life. And that's all I can say. Like I said, I deleted the pictures. There's no contact in my phone anymore with him. He's blocked on everything, social media in my phone. I don't have to ever have contact with this man again. And although I've been emotional and crying and sad about it, I do realize everything that my mom said was right. Her and my dad were right about everything, and I'm not going to allow this situation to keep affecting me. I'm not, like my mom said, Sherelle, none of this stuff he's doing now is not your problem anymore. She said, who cares? It's not your problem. She was like, that's his new girlfriend's problem.